What is going on, YouTube? Lamont at large. Right in front of you is the University of Notre Dame. And I am at the Cedar Grove Cemetery here in Notre Dame, Indiana. I did not know that Notre Dame was a city right outside of South Bend, Indiana. Of course, former presidential candidate Pete Buttigieg was the former mayor of South Bend, Indiana. I'm only simply bringing that up just because I'm able to pronounce his name properly, not trying to brag, but I am. And might I say, and I believe that squirrel right there agrees with me, this is the closest I'm ever going to get to a 4-year university. You can sign the check on that one and put it in the bag. So today here, I'm gonna show you the grave and visit one of the absolute most legendary men in television of all time, of course, Regis Philbin. He has one of those names that I believe you could just call him Regis. He can go by one name if you wanted to. So where do we begin with this man? Well, we'll start with the basics. He was born August 25th, 1931 in New York City. Graduated high school there, of course. Did a couple of years in the United States military. He had joined the Navy. And of course, he wanted to be an entertainer. He wanted to be in entertainment, television, so forth. And that was one of his main goals. And he moves to Southern California. Of course, that's where you go when you want to be an actor or in the entertainment business. And he got a job as a page for the Tonight Show. I guess you would call that a gopher. Go for this, go for that, do this, do that. And working in behind the scenes of television shows here and there, he was finally awarded his own television show in 1964. It was based out of Southern California, the Regis Philbin Show. Now, of course, he had some pretty big shoes to fill. He was replacing Steve Allen, who had refused to sign another contract. I don't know why. Maybe he felt he was worth more than what they were offering him. I think we all feel a little bit more important than what we really are. Anyways, that lasted about 4 months and very low ratings. People weren't really feeling Philbin. It is often very difficult to replace somebody that you watch a particular program, that you're accustomed to a particular voice, a particular way that somebody speaks. It's very, very difficult when you have somebody that has an entrenched program, whether it be on television or in the movies or even on YouTube. It's often difficult to replace that person, even if it's on a video to video basis. You get someone to guest star on your program and people just say, oh, it's not the same, blah, blah, blah. Hey, we still love you, treasure troller. We still love you, big guy. So 4 months, the Regis Philbin Show, didn't hit. Later on, he was made as kind of a sidekick on the Joey Bishop Show. He did that for a little bit of a while. And, he floated around with the radio. He did a couple TV game shows or what have you. So I believe in the early 80s, I want to say in 1981, he was on an AM talk show with I believe her name was Mary Hart. And then she got replaced by a woman, last name of Garvey. Her first name escapes me. They had the show together. She left the show back and forth a couple times. The show wasn't syndicated. It was just like a local TV show. And then in 1985, they paired Regis Philbin with a woman by the name of Kathy Lee Johnson. Later on, going to be married to Frank Gifford, football legend himself. And she, of course, would take his name and become Kathy Lee Gifford. I don't want to deviate off the main subject of this video. However, I must say, absolutely one of the most sexiest women on television ever of all time. Leave a comment below and tell me what you think. Me personally, wow, I've always had a crush on her ever since I was about the wee age of 8. And they hit it off. They had a fantastic chemistry, if you will, on that TV show. And they did it for about 3 years, and then they were picked up. They were syndicated all across the country, and it was live with Regis and Kathy Lee. And then, Regis got a little bit older, and maybe he just felt, I'm tired of the show. I want to do something else. And finally, he left the show after Kathy Lee left in 2000. She was replaced by Kelly Ripa. I wasn't a Kelly Ripa fan. I don't understand her, but whatever. Anyways, Regis leaves the show, I think, 2011, I think. And, of course, he signs on to be the host of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? I used to watch that show all the time because I really, really enjoyed that television program. He was making about 20 mil per year with ABC. Very, very well paid man. And he, of course, did the first season of America's Got Talent. America's Got Talent. So what else can I say about this man? I don't want to jibber jabber on and on and on. I will say this. Me just going back, and what I remember from being a child, just a very, very congenial man, very funny man, very, very funny man. Here's a couple of fun facts about Regis Philbin that you may not have known unless you watched my video about him. He held the Guinness Book of World Records. Don't know if he still holds it, but I know at one time he did hold it for being on television the most ever hours of all time. He took that spot from a legendary news anchor journalist, Hugh Downs, of course, 2020 fame. I used to watch him, Hugh Downs, with Barbara Walters. I at least love that television program, 2020. Also, another fun fact, you would not have known this if you did not watch my video. He has been on the Dave Letterman show the most of all time. He is the most viewed guest on that show, 150 times. Dave Letterman loved him some Regis Philbin. Pretty funny guy. If you read interviews from other Hollywood celebrities, I have not, and I was actually trying to search, I have not seen one interview or one video clip of a Hollywood celebrity badmouth Regis Philbin. They all loved him. He was the same off camera that he was on camera. Just a very congenial, personable guy. And a man that can never be replaced and will always be missed. And he's buried at the cemetery here in Notre Dame because he is, of course, a graduate of Notre Dame, and this is a place that made him who he is, and he loved this place, and he wanted to be buried here. And that is, of course, his grave, Regis Francis Philbin. He died 1 month shy of his 89th birthday on July 25th, 2020. He died of heart disease. Now, let me say this. It was kind of weird and odd for me to read that he died of heart disease, because when you say that somebody died of heart disease, you think of somebody who was out of shape and what, this guy was 88 years old. That's a pretty good long life, kid. That's a pretty good long life. 88. I would be blessed beyond belief if I were able to live to be 88. I highly doubt I will, but if the Lord allows me, I would like to reach that age. And he worked out. This guy, I mean, he wasn't a buff guy, but no, this guy worked out. And that's why he lived to be 88. And, he had some health problems towards the end of his life. But hey, what 88 some odd year old man does it? You know what I'm saying? I was watching an interview with Kathy Lee Gifford, and she had said that the last time she had seen him was about 2 weeks before he died, and he was very frail, she said. And she invited them out to her house in Tennessee. They had lunch, and he was very frail, like getting in and out of the car. And when they left, she had thought to herself, is this the last time I'm ever going to see my friend Regis? It hit a lot of people very hard. You know what I mean? A lot of people woke up every morning to Regis and Kathy Lee, and then Regis and Kelly, and he's been a fixture in a lot of Americans' television homes for many, many years now, you know. And it's always a little bit surreal, you know, me growing up and kind of watching him and then watching Kathy Lee, and then watching Who Wants to Be a Millionaire and all this and that, and you know, and all the little television bit stuff that he would do. You know, it's like you're always a constant in somebody's life, even though we don't know you per se. We feel that we know you because you're in our television home, you know, our homes or whatever, via the television. And yeah, just awesome, great television personality. So rest in peace to Regis Francis Philbin. I am by no means am I, you know, should I be, you know, talking about him in any kind of way that I knew him, you know, but who am I to, you know, just speak about Regis in a way where like I was a close personal friend. But then again, like I said, you see this man in your homes all the time and you kind of build a relationship, and just the way he was, the way he carried himself, it was almost like he was a friend of yours. He was almost like everybody's uncle, you know. Rest in peace, Regis. We love you, and you will always be remembered and immortalized on television, on DVDs, on the internet, on the tubes of you. Rest in peace, my good man. It was an honor to visit his grave and to show you this beautiful cemetery here in Notre Dame, Indiana. Okay, guys, I am Lamont at large. I thank you very much for watching my video. I appreciate it. I hope that I did just a decent job, because sometimes I feel like the person is definitely bigger than I can ever possibly be, but it is an honor to go around the country and show you these graves. Thank you very much, guys. Don't forget, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Give me a thumbs up, give me a thumbs down. Regis would have said, give him a thumbs up, because he was just that type of guy. Guys, God bless. Peace out. I will see you on the next vlog. Good day. Be good out there.